Hi, I'm now with my mom, Olga. What a present to be here with you, Mom. And it's interesting because my mom was never a water polo player, because by that time in Brazil there was no women's water polo. And when she met my father, she became an expert in water polo through my father and with me.
Special cheering for him.
Yes. And my mother was invited to be the first Brazilian women's water polo director. So Mom, could you share with us what was an unforgettable moment for women's water polo in Brazil?
As you remember, when we started water polo in Brazil, we had just two teams. One team from Rio and one team from São Paulo. And nobody knew about this sport. They knew about men's water polo, but no women's water polo. After 3 years of work, persistence, planning, and a lot of passion, that I could organize a national champion with 10 teams. It's a great memory that I have.
I was 15 years old when women's water polo started in São Paulo. They called me, Chris, come here, let's create this team. So I became the pioneer in women's water polo, and at the same time a team in Rio de Janeiro as well. After my mom became a director, she was very persistent and she would involve everyone, coaches, referees, families, to work with the same purpose.
Another thing that was very important was the first international tournament. So we invited a team from Italy and the United States and two teams, Brazil A and B, and we made the first international tournament in Brazil. We needed to show the media, we needed to show people what this sport was about.
Yes, and it was very special because while my mom created these championships for us, we developed as players. But at the same time, she used to do coach clinics. So coaches would develop as well their technical skills. And she would do a clinic only for referees, so they could exchange moments of the game and also develop their own skills. So it was media, families together, coaches, referees, and the players. This was a great moment to develop a new sport. Interesting to observe that men's water polo was the first team sport to participate in an Olympic Games in the modern time, together with soccer. It was in 1900 in Paris, and women's water polo took 1 century to become an Olympic sport.
One of the main reasons was men's water polo was very popular in the Eastern Europe, in countries like Russia, Czechoslovakia, Hungary. I think they were afraid that they would lose their appeal. When it happened, start women's playing, it was quite the opposite. The media was more interested in women's water polo. It was a different game. In '96, during the Atlanta Olympic Games, I read an article saying about the sports that weren't in the Olympic Games. I was very mad when I saw that women's water polo wasn't in that list. So I wrote an article to USA saying about why women's water polo wasn't there. Because you have more than 40 countries playing. We started fighting for the gender equality. So it was my surprise when I saw the next day my article on the first page of US Today. It was starting there. But also we had a lot of managers from different countries that worked together as a team. I can say to fight with the FINA Federation or the other federation that didn't accept the women's water polo. And it was, I remember Thea de Wit from Holland. I remember Claude Lavoie from Canada, Beck Shaw and Sandy Nita from the United States, together with Liane Barnes from Australia. We always had meetings when we could change the ideas, talking about the women's water polo at the Olympic Games. And finally, we received the great news when it was accepted to be in Sydney 2000.
Exactly. You can see that one of my mom's strengths is gathering people to work for the one same purpose. And when we used to travel as I was already the Brazilian captain of the national team, even though we came from different countries, we would be in the tournaments and always we would do a certain type of manifestation, everyone wearing the same t-shirt, saying Women's for the Olympics. Based on what my mom said, based on gender equity, that we needed to be at the Olympic Games as well.
Chris, I would like also to highlight the support that I always had from your dad, from my husband Pedro. Since the beginning, he helped me a lot. When I said, okay, Pedro, this was going to be so difficult, he said, okay, yes, but we can do this together. So without him, I couldn't do that. It was very important for me.
My mom received the Paragon Award from the Swimming Hall of Fame here in the United States. Paragon Award is given to people that has done extraordinary contributions around the world for a certain sport. And what receiving this award meant to you?
Wow, it was great, a great homage that I never thought I was going to receive. But I was very proud. My work was recognized. And I was very proud also to be in history of women's water polo, because I think this is very important for all sports to have a history, how this started, how it was growing. So it was fantastic, very proud of this prize.
As a player who always had this dream to have my sport recognized as an Olympic one, I wanted to thank you personally, Mom, for all your work that you did for Brazil, for women's water polo in the world. Thank you for always your support and the example that you give in bringing people together, working together, and to create a better world.
Okay, thank you to be my daughter. I'm so proud of you, Chris.
Obrigada, mãe. Thank you.